Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? Toasty here. Get Burnt. Today I'm going to be talking more about Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now, today I decided to actually look around and find some Dragon Ball Xenoverse interviews from Comic-Con, and I'm going to be talking about those interviews in full in a future video, but today I actually wanted to talk about one of the questions that stood out to me during Shonen Games' Dragon Ball Xenoverse interview. I will link it down below if you guys want to watch that. The audio is a little bit hard to hear sometimes, but it is a good interview. Got some good questions, got some good answers, and today I actually just wanted to talk about this one question. Now, this question he asked was, will Xenoverse be an actual in-depth game? Or it's not the exact question, but he asked if Xenoverse will actually be an in-depth game that will have some longevity, and will it actually be able to be an actual fighting game, a real fighting game? Now, a lot of people have been wondering, or people would wonder, what does that really mean? What does it mean to be a real fighting game? I can only assume that he means something along the lines of Street Fighter, Tekken, any of the very competitive and tough to actually play and master fighting games. And I guess that he's asking if Dragon Ball Xenoverse will actually be one of those. If it will actually be a game that has some actual real depth to it, and if it will actually be able to be played well and then mastered at a later date, so you could actually be having some tournaments or stuff like that with Xenoverse. Now, my personal opinion from the stuff that I play in the beta, Xenoverse is a tiny bit deep. It's not huge. It's not anywhere near the fact that I would think, oh yeah, there's definitely going to be huge tournaments of this, like actual tournaments. I don't think that that's actually going to happen. I don't think Xenoverse is really going to ever be that deep to be an actual tournament fighting game, but I do think that it is something that can have actually some competitive play. People can be really good at the game and actually fight each other, and I think that it could actually work out that way. But along the lines of an actual fighting game, in terms of it being like Street Fighter or something like that, I don't think that can really work, for reasons mainly because as well that it's a 3D fighting game. 3D fighting games tend to not be that strategic usually. 2D fighting games are very strategic in most of the time. Budokai was very strategic in some points if you were playing against other people. And yeah, it was actually strategic, but Xenoverse, it does seem strategic, but not to the extent of where it would actually have tournaments, in my personal opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Xenoverse could ever actually have the potential to be a tournament game? I think that I'm not really sure. I really don't know, because I haven't actually played the current build of the game, because obviously, as I've said many times before, the build that we got for the network test was back from June. That was June's build of Xenoverse. That was not the current build. Nowhere near it. That's why it looks so much more different than the actual beta test. So, really, I really can't tell. From the gameplay that I've seen, it does look strategic in some ways. It does look like something that you will have to master. It does not look like something that you can easily pick up and play, like Raging Blast 2 or even Budokai Tenkaichi. So, it does seem like it's a little bit better in that sense, but honestly, I do not think that this game could actually be a tournament fighting game. But that is my personal opinion, but I really want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this game can be a actual tournament fighter, or at least a game that can be played competitively? I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on this, because this one is a little bit of a touchy subject, because a lot of people have different sort of definitions for a real fighting game. A lot of people think that if it's a fighting game, it's a real fighting game. But a lot of people think that if it's something like Street Fighter or something like Tekken or something like, I don't know, something else, another Mortal Kombat, then it's a fighting game. It has to be tough, hard to master, still fun to play, but yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. It seems like they're trying to go the way of Xenoverse, where you can play it casually with your friends, and you could still have a really fun time, because hell, I only played the beta or the network test for one day, and I was having a blast. Even though I sucked at the game, it was still fun to play. So I really want to know what you guys think about this. They're trying to make it casual, it seems, along with it being a little bit competitive between people who know what they're doing, and that's what I really think that it could be. I obviously only think that this can really work in 1v1, because 3v3s are it's just a cluster of just a bunch of blasts and a bunch of beams, and it's not really strategic in any way, at least in 3v3. It seems like 3v3 is more just for fun, and 1v1 is actually the place where you can fight people who actually know what they're doing. And honestly, if that's what it is, I think that's great. I don't know how deep Xenoverse is going to be. from now until whenever it releases in January to March. But I really want to know what you guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys think that this is going to be a deep fighting game, or do you guys think that this is going to be a not that deep fighting game, but deeper than Battle of Z, obviously, Raging Blast 2, Raging Blast 1, all those, but do you not think it's going to be as deep as the 2D games? I'd really like to see what you guys think about this, and yeah, that's all I got to say for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to slap that like button down there, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment as well with your opinion. I would really like to see it, and yes, that's it for me, guys. Peace out. Alright, so now we're at the end slate where I talk about my two latest videos before this one. Alright, so my latest video was actually a video about movie characters being in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Characters like Turles, Lord Slug, and all those movie villains that we have not seen that often in Dragon Ball Z games recently. Will they be making a return for Xenoverse? I would really like to see your guys' thoughts on that, so make sure you click that video if you guys want to check out that video. And before that, I made a what if video with rhyme style talking about different topics in DBZ if what if happened, so sort of like kind of like Quamon, I guess, if you really want to make a comparison. But we talked about if Vegeta went Super Saiyan on Namek, would he be able to defeat Frieza? We also talked about if Majin and Vegeta did not knock out Goku, if they would be able to take out Fat Buu together. If you guys want to check out that video and you guys are interested in what ifs, make sure to go click that video and comment. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace out.